Hey guys, how's it going? Back again, here to play some Fortnite. We'll see how we go. Sorry it took so long for the intro. I was trying to get my Twitter set up and it didn't quite work as well as I wanted to. That's fine. I posted on YouTube, on Facebook. Hopefully everybody here is ready to get into some gaming. I'll be playing some Fortnite some more. Got a couple of daily challenges to do. Nothing too crazy. I did complete all of the alter ego challenges, so I do have the Sorana skin, so that's pretty cool. And all these other challenges are all done, so all I really have is the daily challenges. And then in 3 days, the last little thing unlocks, and then we'll do that. I've been wanting to stream for a while. Some things kind of went crazy this week, plus Thanksgiving and all that other stuff. I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to. But I am here, level 211. Want to try to get to 250 before the season ends. I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just need to actually get in and play a little bit. So without any further cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get and play some solos. So we're gonna get into some solos and have some fun. I might end up doing another stream really early in the morning. Hopefully, if all goes well. I have some friends who've been playing, and then we'll see. Just so we're aware, I did mess up my thumb doing some work with some XPS foam. So my mouse hand is a little bit compromised, but I should be okay. This old blade here, it's a wood carving knife. I was trying to get something, and I was not following the rules that you're supposed to with using any type of knife. You're always supposed to cut away from yourself. Me being a dum-dum, I cut toward myself trying to get the extra power, and I had my thumb in the wrong position, and kink. Yeah. Oy, dum-dum. But it's what happens when you're not paying attention. I was doing... Where's my project? There it is. I was in the process of making this little fountain, and I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's XPS foam, and then I was melting some hot glue in the center. Where are we dropping? 30 ducks. To try to act as water for the fountain. It didn't look as well as I wanted to. Plus, I was using a heat gun to melt the hot glue. And the heat gun was so powerful that it started to melt the foam. So I wanted to redo it. I have some other stuff that I was going to try. And I do have some foam bricks from using the technique that Black Magic Craft had shown. I'm a nerdy type guy, so I do all sorts of different types of stuff. And that's one of my little side projects, is I love making XPS foam terrain and things like that for D&D. If that's something you guys are interested in, I did post a video on YouTube a while back of me painting a miniature of, what is it, a Neferata vampire from Warhammer Fantasy. Of course, it's a miniature from before the whole Age of Sigmar and all that other bull. I really don't like the new way that Warhammer Fantasy has gone, because now it's Age of Sigmar and all this other garbage. And now everything's like a... What's the word? I don't know. Yeah, I see him. Now everybody's doing this whole skirmish style, and I really, really liked the whole rank and file. I don't like the skirmish style game at all. And I had a huge army at one point. Fantasy. I played Vampire Counts back when they were a thing. Before the whole, Chaos Order and Undeath and all this other shit. I really love Warhammer Fantasy. And I love the rank and file, and especially with the vampire counts, it was so fun to, have like, I had at one point I had like 120 skeletons and close to 250 zombies, and it was always fun to go into a game and you'd have your enemy player, line up with his, couple of, different types of guys and stuff like that, and then he's trying to fight against, a crazy amount of stuff, and I would, you could just overwhelm him so easily. So it was always something that was something that I used to love to play, but I have I've had quite a few bad experiences with Games Workshop. As much as I loved Warhammer Fantasy, the way that the stores were being run, they had a lot of policies that I didn't like and didn't agree with. The biggest one, of course, was that you had to be using Games Workshop miniatures, which, if you've ever played anything from Games Workshop, you'll know their miniatures are expensive. Like, especially if you start to get into, like, the big characters or any of the vehicles or anything like that, they're so expensive. And don't nobody have money for that. So, yeah, I was... And then when they come... Let's just do that. So when you're, I was, at the time, I was on SSI. So I didn't have a whole lot of money at all. And sometimes it would take me a long, long time to build up an army. My Vampire Counts army, I was building for quite a few years. I don't know. I actually was building my Vampire Counts army, I want to say, for about 5 or 6 years. The biggest problem that I kept running into, though, is that even as I was building up my armies and things like that, sometimes the rules would change. I think I went through 3 or 4 editions of Warhammer before I actually had an army that was big enough to be able to, be viable. And even then, there was quite a few times where my army would be, no good for a while, between some of the errata and different things like that. So it was very frustrating. And then no matter how hard you played or how much you studied or strategized or something like that, a lot of times they would, give extra bonuses in tournaments to, like, the younger kids and stuff like that, which I always hated. I mean, I worked hard, to paint my miniatures, to build a viable army and plan out a strategy that would work against, most comers. Back then, when you were doing that stuff, there was some times where you would run into an army that you just, there was no way. At the time, I think it was like the biggest, most powerful armies were, I want to say, Chaos Knights of Khorne. Yeah, because Khorne was always really a big thing for a long time. Khorne was super destructive. You could have, like, I think it was like 5 Chaos Knights of Khorne, or chosen Chaos Knights of Khorne, and then you would have like a unit, like a couple of units of 10 of the of just the warriors, Chaos Chosen Warriors of Khorne, and then you would have like one like general or whatever, and they would just be hello. Crap. I'm in trouble. Talking too much and not playing the game enough. Oh shit, I gotta go. Crap. Oh, this sucks. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. This is gonna suck. Go, 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 go. Hello. I hear you, but I don't see you. There you are. Oof. Yeah. Gotcha. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so there's ammo. Doesn't have any decent weapons. Forget it. I'm not gonna go after that thing. It's just gonna get me shot. What was I talking about? I was talking about, oh yeah, chaos. I never really liked the Corn chaos Knights, or any of the Corn stuff. I mean, I understood their power, and I understood that they, you know, they smashed, but I was always much more into the Slanesh, because I always thought they were hot. And then they changed the what was it? Not the, they weren't harpies. Slanesh, what were they called? Ah, fudge sticks, I don't remember. But they had like claw hands, and they had like 6 boobs, and they were all kind of out. And then, you know, as Games Workshop was trying to appeal to the younger demographic, you know, they put bras on them and all that other stuff, which I always thought that was kind of lame, because I understand wanting to appeal to the younger demographic, but by appealing to the younger demographic, you're alienating your main fan base, your main player base. And they didn't seem to give a flying fuck. So, it always frustrated me that they just, you know, would go on and do whatever they wanted to do. And the other part that was so frustrating is that they were appealing to, you know, people with money, first of all. Because those miniatures, they were always getting more and more expensive. And it got to a point where, you know, I was at the time, I was a GW fanboy. You know, I was... Ooh, hello. One. $212. Someone's up there shooting. heard you shooting. Where you hiding? And that's the thing I've found that about Fortnite that... Sorry, I jumped subjects. Because I heard a sound of shooting and I wanted to be careful. So many people play Fortnite, and the minute they hear a shot fired, they immediately jump to building walls and stairs and, you know, building up a fort. Which I understand that's kind of the point of the game. Or, well, part of the point of the game. So I get it. I really do. I don't... I'm not very good at it. And also, the way that the stairs and everything are built, the minute you start to build, you've given your position away. You know, whereas you see, like, for me, I'm decked out in all black, and I tend to stay in the shadows up against a tree where I can't really be seen. And I can be seen, but you also have to remember that a lot of people don't play at as high of a resolution as I'm playing right now, which I don't really think shows up on stream too much. Hello. Ah! Nice. Let's see. Don't know if he knows where I am. People left 9. Kill each other. Those two are fighting. Those two are fighting there. Nice. See, they're over there, and they're going to start fighting. I need to find a new hiding spot. Shit. One left. Yes! Oh, Lord. That was the first victory royale in a while. I'll take it. Yeah, that was pretty good. My biggest problem is when I run up against builders, because there are some people in this game that can just build for forever, and I'm never gonna beat them. Oh, my chest is thumping. Let's see. Anyway. Sorry, I got quiet because of that last game. Got me all freaking worked up. Dang it. He's been playing for a while. That's okay. So, yeah. I played Warhammer Fantasy. I played a little bit of Warhammer 40k, but I never got really big into it. It was just... Like I said, I don't like the skirmish thing where you have to control like each individual character and move them around like that. It's not really my thing. I'd much rather have big blocks of troops. But I played... What did I play? I played Chaos Space Marines. I played Iron Warriors for a while. And that was my big one that I played. But again, I didn't really go all crazy with the armies either. I painted a bunch of Space Marines. I've painted Slanesh troops. I've painted, well, the Iron Warrior troops that for my own army. I've painted Khorne. Don't think I've ever painted any Tzeentch. I painted some Nurgle ones. Plague Marines. And I've painted Noise Marines too, I think. Which were the Slanesh. They were the inky purple ones. That was pretty fun. But yeah, I've mainly stuck with fantasy. I've painted so many armies. I've painted, let's see, Skaven, which is the Ratmen, Vampire Counts, Blood Elves, or not Blood Elves, Dark Elves. That's what they're called. I painted a couple of Dark Eldar, too. Just some vehicles. Cadian. I've painted some Cadian tanks and vehicles and such. Was it Imperial Navy or whatever? What else? Vampire Counts, all sorts of undead. And I painted not only my own undead, but undead for other people, too. I always stuck, when I played Vampire Counts, I always stuck with, what is it? Von Karstein, that's what it is. I really like the traditional aristocratic Von Karsteins, because they were much more like the vampires that we know from stories. Better radio. Like from Dracula and Anne Rice and stuff like that. They were closer to Dracula with the aristocratic stuff, but that's just my thing. What I liked. I think I played Neferata for a little while, but I stuck with mainly Von Karstein, because I liked they were always much, even though I specialized in painting the dark and gritty, even among the dark and gritty, I always like to have the vampires to be super clean and cleanish. Obviously, zombies still looked like zombies, and skeletons still look like skeletons. And back when I was playing, you had to have something to represent what you were raising. So I made a bunch of bases with like tombstones on it, or like one arm like this with a skull. So I did all sorts of like little things to count as like proxies or markers for new summonings. Goodness. I'm big into D&D right now. I'd like to be more into it. It's just with the hours that I do at my job. Because believe it or not, this is not my full-time job, as much as I wish it was. One day maybe this will be my full-time job, but also I'm not exactly the most social person. In the area where I live, there's some gaming, but it's not as big as it is in some areas. Like if I was closer to Chicago, I'd probably have an easier time. The other big thing is that the transportation. I do not have a car. I do not drive. It's something I want to do, but it's just something I've never learned. I've had a couple of friends and family members like, "Oh, I'll teach you how to drive, no problem." Ah. Ooh. Yikes. But yeah, people have said that they teach me how to drive. It's just never happened. It may happen one day. I do hope it does. But the other big thing is like there's really no point in me learning how to drive right now, as I don't have a car or a vehicle. So hopefully something like that'll change. With the minimum wage going up over the next couple of years, I'm hoping that if the whole economy doesn't collapse and all the other stuff that people talk about, making more money, and if I continue to work the hours that I work, it will increase my fundage, and hopefully, hopefully it will create an opportunity to where I can get a car at some point, and then that'll make my life a little bit easier. Maybe I can even get into some games in the local area. There are some games, they're just all too far away, or they take place in a period of time where I am unavailable. You know, when you work, Monday through Friday and every other Saturday from, 11 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, that pretty much messes with any sort of ability to do any thing. Because even if I did go somewhere and find a game or whatever, I'd then have to turn around and, no matter what I do or where I go, I would need to turn around and be home by a certain time so that I could, get ready for work the next day or get enough sleep to be able to work the next day or whatever you know what I'm trying to say. It is what it is. I do hope that I will be able to find a good game somewhere soon. I know there's a lot of online games. I've gotten into a couple of online games. My biggest problem is that none of them last very long. I haven't found or better way to phrase it is that I haven't found a group that's lasted any longer than a handful of games. Most people my age, as sad as it sounds, very few people my age are single, or if they are single, they have, a full-time job that they work, and they're, very focused on their career or whatever. So and even I have a job. It's not really a career per se, because there's not really any, for lack of better words, upward momentum in my type of job. Because really I'm at the top of where I can go. There's nowhere to go. I love my job, and I love, the people I work with and things like that. And even though there are bad days, and some of those days I just, you know, want to put a bullet in my head. But, you know, everybody has days like that at a job. Come on. That's nice. My circle's right close. Also, I'm probably being a little bit picky because I would much rather play in a game where I'm sitting at a table with everybody. Um, I, especially because I love miniatures so much and I love painting miniatures and things like that. Difficult. It's difficult for me to play online uh, because every time something happens, like, ooh, I could do something really cool for that, or ooh, I could build, you know, this, or, you know, that's really cool idea for this. I want to build a tavern now, or I want to build, you know, this house, or we have a new base, I want to build a base. We have this cool thing that they describe in the center of the town, this cool statue. I want to kind of like make a little statue to go in the center of town. You know, so it's like every time, like I got into a game through, what is it, the Critical Role fan club, because I'm a big Critical Role nerd, in case you guys didn't know. Anyway, so I'm a big Critical Role fan, and I got into a game where it takes place like 20 years after the first campaign ends, which I thought was really awesome. And my character that I created was the son, or the the son of one of the the guest characters, Kit Bus, her character Lilith Daturai. So I created a character named Verin Daturai, who I thought was really, really cool. And I really liked this character. I worked very hard on him to create a backstory that was kind of feasible, made sense. Ended up being member of the captain of the Pale Guard for Percy, and personal bodyguard to Percy 4, which is Percy's son in the version of the story that we were creating. So I thought it was really cool, and I was very sad when the thing kind of broke up a bit. But anyway, what I was talking about was there was this one shot that we ran to start off where how does it go? It was like a Christmas one shot. So Santa Claus, this evil version of Santa Claus, forget the exact name of it, but it was this evil version of Santa Claus, and it was a demon that was coming through a portal. And the idea of this portal was just so awesome. Part of the story was that we were trying to, at one point he was trying to escape through the portal or something like that. Or he was not escaping through the portal, what was he doing? He was doing something with the portal, and he was either trying to come through or something like that. But one of the things that I did, which I thought was pretty cool, was when he stuck his hand out to come in through the thing, I chopped his hand off, which I thought was really freaking badass. So that was just my little thing. I cut his hand off, and then the cool part was that I cut one hand off, and then someone else cut another hand off, We were just like, as he was like trying to come through, eventually we ended up pulling him through the portal just so that we could, you know, beat the crud out of him. And then the part that was funny is that because we had cut off both of his hands, we stopped a bunch of his really powerful spells, because a lot of his really powerful spells required, is it not semantic or something like that? Required hand movements or something like that. I forget. It's VSM, verbal, semantic, and material. Right. So the semantic he needed his hands to do hand movements, which I thought that was really cool. That he couldn't do his hand movements now because we chopped his hands off. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. There's one. Alright, now I gotta go back up here, because now that I did all that, I gotta go back up this way. So, we ended up killing him, and I ended up getting the cloak, which was this really cool red cloak, which is it's kind of messed up, because I had adamantine armor, which in my mind, adamantine armor is like this light blue color, which may not be, just how I pictured it in my mind. So the idea of having, you know, a blue armor and what is it? A red cloak kind of, I mean, I didn't really want it, but it was good. I forget what it did. I'd have to go, like, look up through my, like, stuff. Hello. Still have a sniper rifle. Ah, craziness. That's okay. Hey, Tommy. How you doing? Sorry, I didn't see your message until just now. Riley Grimm, welcome to the chat. How are you today? Let's go ahead and drop as far away as possible. Looks like I'm landing here alone. Got this whole zone to myself. Ooh. Just missed it. Come on, where's it? Isn't there? Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always open to telling stories or anything you guys want to know, within reason, of course. Is there any other games that you guys like to see me play? I have quite the selection on my computer. I don't play on consoles, so any console games I probably won't have unless they're also on PC. Oi, I gotta move. I still didn't get a sniper rifle. This is gonna be a short game, unfortunately. Oof. Come on. It's gonna be a long run. Go, 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 go. It's a long way. It's a long, long way. He's going around the mountain. I'm gonna go up and over it. So he's gonna come out around here somewhere, right? Okay. Okay, there's the circle. Good. I'm gonna make it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Ooh, hello. Go, 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 go. I really don't like being out loud in the open like this. Especially without a sniper rifle. Ooh, hello. I see him. He was trying to run away too because he didn't have any weapons either. streak. Being up on this ridge is dangerous too. There's someone down there. Can't do nothing about it because I don't have a sniper rifle. Oof. "17 people left. Hoy. Let's see if I can try to get some. Ah, no. Fudge sticks. Move, move, move. Ow. Nice. Nice. So 10 left. I have my sniper now. Give up an SMG, but that's fine. The shadows. That was... Whoa. Dang it. There's no mouse. There it is. Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright. So what are we doing? Oh, come on. There's nothing in here. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Ooh, hello. Gift. here. Oh, someone was here. See. I hear it. Shit. Gotcha. That's how you do that there. Ooh, hello. Attack. When it's dark like this, it's kind of to my advantage, because I blend in. Ooh, hello. I saw you, motherfucker. All she had was a gray shotgun. No wonder she was running away. Ooh, hello. Gotcha. Woohoo! Oof. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oof. Someone was fishing. Oof. I see you, you sneaky son of a... Excuse me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeesh. I hate being chased by the storm. It sucks. But I know there's a guy somewhere over here running from the storm as well. So I'm hoping he's down the hill, which means it'll give me the high ground. Ooh, ah. Yikes. Ow. Hi. Aw, that's bull. Y'all saw that shot? So it's 6 kills in this game. 9 people left. Someone's over there. Ah, dang it. Fudge sticks. I scrolled to the wrong weapon. Okay, that's not a problem. It's no big deal. This is funny. Anyway, what was I talking about before? Talked a bit about Warhammer, talked a bit about D&D. What else? Crafting projects. That type of something that you guys would like to see a video on? I mean, obviously, I'm no like Black Magic Craft or the Dungeon Master guides or whatever. There's a lot of YouTubers that do various D&D crafts. Or the Crafts Father, I think, is one of them. The one I got really into is Black Magic Craft. He's incredible. I love that guy. The way he kind of dumbs everything down. He's actually a lot better than he gives himself credit for. I mean, I've been painting miniatures for, I don't know, over 10 years I've been painting miniatures? Well over 10 years. And it's always been something that I love doing. So it's just going on to crafting and things like that is a whole thing that's kind of natural for me. I don't think... See, Blackmagic Craft goes and uses a lot of XPS foam. And I like XPS foam to a certain extent, but I have a lot of experience with wood. So, like, a lot of the things that I want to make, I want to use, like, craft sticks and... Oh, shit. Hello. Hello. Gotcha. So, a lot of the stuff I want to use is craft sticks, toothpicks, various things like that. So, for me, it's just... I don't know, it's just more natural for me. Although I do love the XPS foam and I like the way that it can do things. But it's... There seems to be limits on it, and anytime you want to make anything look wooden or have a wooden feel to it, you got to do a whole lot of extra work. Whereas, you know, a little piece of paper towel or a little piece of sponge and a little bit of stain and some craft sticks, and you can make this stuff look just like it's, you know, real wood because it's real wood. So that's just my personal opinion on it. But if it's something that you guys would be interested in, I'll be more than happy to make some videos on how I do certain types of crafting, and as I continue to expand my horizons in crafting, I think it would be a better way to phrase it. Because I'm still new to XPS. Wow, son of a biscuit. I'm still new to the whole crafting in XPS. So I can't really say that I'd be, you know, a professional or anything like that, because I'm really not. I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to that. Oh, cool, we're in circle. I don't gotta worry about nothing. But yeah, if it's something that you guys would like to see me do or see some stuff I can work on. As you guys can see in the video, back in that corner back over there is my craft table. I can figure out how to rig up a camera, and I can start working on some videos like that if that's something you'd be interested in. My big thing is I don't know if anybody would even care. I'm still getting the feel for what I want to do on YouTube. I've done a bunch of different types of videos, and as crazy as it seems, the video that is my most popular video on my channel is actually me cooking something in a toaster oven. As weird as that sounds, and it's really shocking to me, because I've done all sorts of different types of things, and I always really wanted to be like a gaming YouTuber, but I don't know if it's something that is something that I can do as much as I would like to. It seems like YouTube is going in a certain type of direction, and if it does, well, there goes that idea. I'm not going to talk about the whole COPA thing. I don't know how much of it is actually going to happen. I know that a lot of it is still up in talks, and but it's not something that I like to talk about. I don't do politics, I don't do government crud. So it's just saying I don't know how it'll affect what I wanted to do. That's all I'm really saying. Because I don't even know what I really want to do. I don't think I've found my niche in YouTube yet. I think the biggest thing that I need to work on right now is consistency. Because there's a lot to be said about consistency on YouTube. If you can be consistent, you can do okay. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. Because I'm still learning. Hello. Yes. Blue tack. What was that? That's another blue tack. Ooh, hello. What did I get? Hello. Is that a... Gold scar. There's that achievement. Hello, sniper. So let's replace that. Not really needed. Let's go down here. And we're going to take... Ooh, I gotta go. Alright. Really? Someone's up here. I hate seeing signs of people and then not seeing any people. They're old people sign. Alright, let's go. I gotta keep moving. Yep. Hello. Ooh. purple scar is awesome. Ooh, I gotta move. Sorry, gold scar is awesome, not purple scar. My bad. Let's see. Hello. Dang it. Dang it. Much better aimer than I am. I'm going to go to the lobby for a minute. I'm going to go to the washroom and I'll be right back. Ooh. Just need to deal damage to structures in order to finish that. Use online. Okay. Hoo-ah. Alright, guys. I'm back. Oof. Alright. Let's go ahead and get a couple more games in. And then I'm probably going to call it a night. Because unfortunately, I do have to work in the morning. But I'm going to try to... I know I only streamed twice last week on Sunday, and I think on Monday I streamed. I'm going to try to stream again. Try to stream some more this week. Ooh, hello. We'll see how that all works out. I do have Wednesday off this week, so I'll probably, at the very least, stream on Wednesday. Let's see. Ooh, let's go retail row. Wonder if they ever changed that over. Because a lot of people were mentioning on a couple of the different YouTube channels that they were thinking it was maybe going to be turned into, from the Halloween shop was going to be turned into like a Christmas shop or something. I guess we'll see. I haven't gone to retail row in a while, so we'll see. I don't usually go to retail row because it can have a tendency to be a hot spot. And I'm not a big fan of fighting as soon as I get off the bus. I'd rather, hello, at least get a couple of weapons before I start having to worry about fighting. Also, I'm not a close quarters fighter. I do use the tac, okay, but I'm not real good with up close. I kind of have a tendency to spaz out a bit and freak out, so... Hello. Nice. Submachine gun. Whoa. That's rocket launchers. Breathe, Josh, breathe. Sniper rifle. Sheesh. A lot of shields. A lot of shields. I've already got enough to give myself another 100 shields. High tack. This way. Another trap. What is that? 3 traps now? Oh, excuse me. Oh, oh. Someone's here. Switch to twitch to tack. Okay, so he went out this way. I gotta go. Assault rifle. Still nothing yet. Some people theorized, I've heard that it was theorized that this is going to be like a... Ooh, hello. That this is going to be like a Christmas tree selling place in like the next patch or whatever. But that was like 2 patches ago I heard that, so I don't know what's going on. I gotta go. I got a ways away. I'm not a ways away, but a ways away. Alright, so I got a sniper, got a tac, got a rocket launcher, a blue assault, and a blue SMG. So, okay. Got decent weapons. I'm at 100. Okay, so I'm right inside the circle. I don't see anybody. Okay. So we're gonna go down to 25 people. This is what happens. Everybody goes to the, like, right off of the bus, right below the bus, to where all the named locations to try to get all the best loot, and they all end up fighting each other because they're all right there. When they do that, they all freaking die, which is fine for me. I don't mind. I mean, like you guys have seen, I very rarely, I usually make it to, ooh, hello. Dang it. That guy's a good shot, and he's a builder. Sucks. Clever. Where am I gonna drop today? Let's drop my Steve. I gotta take my keyboard apart and clean it. It hasn't been cleaned in a while. It's filthy. This is probably going to be my last game, guys, unless I die quick. If I die quick, I'll do another one. But this will probably be my last game. for this stream. Like I said, I may do another stream early in the morning, depending on how things go, how I sleep, you know, stuff like that. Like I said, I do have work tomorrow, so we'll see. But I will try to stream tomorrow evening at the very least. Like I said, I want to try to stream more. It's just a matter of trying to get the motivation together to do it, even when you're trying to do stuff. You know, I go to work, I come home, I gotta get something in my belly before I go to bed. Sometimes I have to do some dishes. It just all depends on, like I said, how things are going. Ooh, a long drop. Hello. Hello. That works. That's awesome. What we got? Give me something good. Give me something good. Yes. Yes. Okay, I gotta go now. Nice. People left. Good. Yikes! Oof. Ouch. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. One more, one more, one more, one more. Let's go here. My favorite little sneaky spot. It's like an abandoned junkyard town type thing. I really like it. Ooh. Nice. Sniper brain tack. Wow. Okay. It's a good setup. And there's usually... Spike. Okay, where am I going? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta... Oh crud, just go. Oh, all right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Like I said, I may come and do a little something really early in the morning. I'm not 100% sure. Just wanted to come in and do a little bit of a stream tonight. About 2 hours. Yeah. So, alright, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next time for when we do another stream. I'm going to try to do, like I said, I'm going to try to do a stream every Sunday. Hopefully, try to get some more streams in during the week. But at the very least, I will be streaming at least once a week every Sunday night. So, hope to see you again next time. And see you later.